Hello and welcome to Neverwinter 2, and this will be part 29. In the previous part we dealt with Moira quite harshly, and we went to the docks and met Cora, a sorcerer that I told Duncan I didn't want anything to do with. The sorcerers are wizards, but just like the favorite soul can cast a certain amount of spells, and can freely choose which of the spells within a certain level she wants to cast. A sorcerer can do the same, but they can't learn as many spells as a wizard. They are more powerful, but a wizard is much more flexible. Now, by the exchange and previous episode, Cora finally, Kara, whatever it's called, apparently meant she was too good for these characters, which of course meant that he's quite self-obsessed. I don't care how good you are at whatever you're doing. You cannot be good at everything. I respect skill, I respect talent, but if you are the best baker in the world and your plumbing is going, you need a plumber to fix your plumbing. Baking a cake is not going to fix that plumbing, so suddenly you need a plumber. Suddenly that plumber is the most important person for you, or your house is getting flooded. You may still be the best baker in the world, but that doesn't fix your plumbing issues. So people are relying on other people, and that is why I respect skill, I respect talent. I can watch a bricklayer build a wall, I can watch a painter paint a wall, and be very, very excited about that because I appreciate skill. But I don't appreciate someone going around and say, well, I can do something better than anyone else that makes me a better person. No, it means that you are more skilled in that area than most other people are. It doesn't mean that your shite is going to smell any sweeter when you leave the toilet. So that's why I have an issue with that sorceress. My 2 cents. So let's head into the inn, because I'm fairly sure there's a somewhat amusing exchange happening.
Ha! You call that an insult, goat girl? Even the tree worshipper could scrape up something better than that.
Goat girl? I've never heard that one before, Stumpy.
Ah, you're not trying. That's a nickname, not an insult. We Iron Fist call our own children Stumpy, you skinny bull. Ah.
Skinny bull? That doesn't even make any sense. Go back to your drinking, Moss Breath. At least you're good at that.
At least you two are easily entertained.
Amateurs.
Amateurs? Hey, the Tavern Queen thinks she's better than us, Kelgar.
Is that so? You're the one wiping the tables, your highness.
You two wouldn't know an insult if it walked up and bit you.
Well then, why don't you show us how it's done, Fire Hair?
Fire hair. Imaginative and biting, with just the slightest hint of wit. Is that really the best your demon blood can squeeze out, Tail for Brains?
My brains are not in my tail.
So, what are they, right next to it? If so, might want to loosen the back of your pants a notch, because even with the hole, they're obviously not getting enough air.
Okay, explain that one to me.
Well, she said your brains are next to your tail, which would imply that your brains are in your rear end, and that you breathe through your,
Okay, I get it, all right? Little witch.
Don't take it so hard. I had to explain it, which means the insult's a failure. But a tankard for effort, your highness. By my reckoning, the Flagons never had a finer table cleaning goblin wench.
What, since your mother lost her job?
Now don't you be bringing my mother into this. You'd best be careful, you simpering little father's girl, or you'll learn a thing or two about Iron Fist honor and manhood.
Oh, you mean the two smallest things in all of Faerun? From what I hear, no woman could learn about Iron Fist manhood from you, Kelgar.
What? I'll have you know, plenty of women know about Iron Fist manhood. Plenty. They just all live up around Waterdeep. Or they'd tell you.
Kelgar, calm down.
Calm down? I won't take those words from some twig of a girl who doesn't know enough to choose the right tavern to fight in.
At least I learned my lesson from my tavern brawl, you fat-bellied little knee-high. Now, if you're done matching wits with me and coming up short, Why don't you trundle back to your high chair and drink up your honor until it comes out the other end? Maybe later on, I'll come by to put you in your cradle.
Huh?
Wow. Fat-bellied little knee-high? That's good.
Shut up, tail for brains. Ha! And here I thought mages had nothing to offer the world. Tunkin, another round.
Enough. Get back to work, Quara. And you can fetch your own drink, dwarf. Seeing as how you still haven't paid for a single drop since you've been here.
Ha! Here's a gold coin. That should pay for her for the rest of the day. And thank you. I was wondering when you'd give me free reign of the kegs.
Some dwarves should never be allowed to walk the surface, little freeloaders.
I do find that exchange somewhat amusing. Somewhat. What was the purpose of going here? I really wish there was some sort of storage. I don't think there is. We have some crafting stations at the back. Oh, I forgot. I should have done that. I'll quickly do that. I put all gems in the crafting bag. Just, you know. Some gems are necessary for crafting. I was mentioning something about letting Kilgar become... Oh, it was a note. A monk at one point or another. Which means I have to abuse his weapon crafting skill before he reaches that point. He won't reach that point before Chapter 2. I can say that safely. But... let's see. What have we got? I should have a bastard sword mold somewhere, shouldn't I? I'm very sure we should. No? Didn't I get one? I'm very sure I did. I meant to. Maybe I didn't. Try again. Longbow, longsword, greatsword, leather armor. Ah, because I never got any. Oh, that was a bit not clever. Anyway. No, that one's empty. Okay. Oh well, I suppose. We definitely need to do more vendoring business anyway. Examine. Can you have a look?
I am listening.
Moonstone Mask. Named after the historic Moonstone Mask, and Neverwinter, these helmets were worn to aid the women of the mask in their defense. Dark vision. I'm fairly sure certain elves he's got dark vision already. Concentration, listen, search, spot. Yeah, well, you can have it anyway. Doesn't make much of a difference to me.
Everybody, follow me!
So, this visit was more to just visit the place, I suppose. You know, we can have a chat with Cora, but I'm going to pre-warn you. My influence on her is going to drop like a rock, because she is an arrogant little sot. And yeah, I think I've mentioned already how I feel about people who have superiority complexes.
Great! What's wrong now?
Tell me about yourself.
Why? Like you care? If I didn't almost burn down your uncle's dumb establishment, I wouldn't even be here.
Hey!
Oh, stow it, you drunk!
What is your problem?
My problem is, people keep telling me what to do, and I don't need to hear it anymore. I can handle myself. I know my powers, and I don't need somebody telling me how to use them.
I hear you haven't been doing well in the academy.
Well, it's not hard to guess which side of the classroom you heard that from. Those instructors. They don't know what they're talking about. And if I had to page through one more dusty tome, forget it.
They're trying to teach you to use your powers better.
Better? For what? The service of Neverwinter? Please. It's a place where noble families shove off their young ones to get them out of their hair. So don't even try to tell me otherwise.
Other questions?
Go on and ask.
Why were you fighting those academy students at the Flagon?
Why not? They're always talking about me behind my back at the academy, and I decided I wasn't going to take any more. I know more than they ever will about magic. They're simpering little girls who can't even levitate a fork if they wanted to.
We technically have a conflict of information here. Suppose I will go back to it after. And talk behind your back about what?
Oh, that I'm dangerous, that I act all superior, that I talk down to them. So what if I do? All they get from magic is what they read out of a book.
Is reading books about?
You tell me, is it better to experience something or read about it? If I have to explain that to you, then you're a lost cause. I mean, I know what power feels like rushing through me. They've barely sipped from the stream.
Well, I would agree that experiencing something is better than reading about it, having an idea of what to expect before we experience it can be useful. So, yeah. And what does that power feel like?
It's like this shiver that starts spreading through you. A warmth, like it's coming from your heart and your head all at once. And you feel that warmth get hot. So much so you think you can burn anything in your path, yet you'll only be brushed by it. I can't even explain it, but trust me, I know.
See, this is the best way to wreck any influence with her. By telling her she needs to learn to control her powers. But you know what I'm going to do anyway? You need to learn more control over your powers if you want to keep traveling with us.
You sound like one of the masters at the academy, and I got sick of them really fast too. Go on and ask.
Never mind. So, we took a massive influencer loss with her for saying these things. Can I examine her actually? Or can I see her stats? She would need to be in the party for me to actually see her stats. That's okay. I'm just going to do very little out of it. She claims to know more about magic than the mages which study magic. That's not entirely true. Sorcerers, just like the favorite soul casts spells by instinct more so than anything else, and sorcerers will do the same with magic. They don't need to study spells, they don't need to memorize spells and that kind of stuff. It's natural for them to do so. That doesn't automatically mean they understand magic, as he claims it is. That's why I was a bit, I'm not saying it's not the case, but I'm not saying it's automatically the case. So, anyway, I overthink things, but that's what I like to do. Let's head outside. Let's just go with this party. Having a saucer throwing fireballs all over the place is very, very intriguing.
There you are. I've been meaning to chat with you. You've helped me and Dory out of some scrapes, so I wanted to thank you proper. I've got a proposition for you. I heard you're friends with the owner of the Sunken Flagon. Me and my mates could really use a roof over our heads at night.
A roof would be so good.
So the deal is, we'll help you out, and you convince your friend to let us stay in the Flagon. Deal?
Who are your friends?
Fellow companions of the road! Young lads and lasses that ain't got no kitsch to call their own. We'll help you out too. I'm glad we've come to an agreement then. Dory, myself, and the rest will be by the Sunken Flagon.
But
See you back at the Flagon then.
Bye.
Anyway, so the blaster, which is always good fun, and I suppose good, but as I said, her attitude, I just can't get along with her. I'm sorry. So we have not spoken to Armor Smith yet, and the Wooden Smith, because we bypassed them. That's an odd place to set up shop. I know not exactly a high traffic area, is it? The only place where I could set up this tent, though I'm not about to pay rent for an actual shop, but I can have one for free. I'm right next to the city watch, so most stocks tend to leave me alone, except for the fact that they inflamed on the watch post, so when I have a sale. It's more me trying to sell you some crap I'm trying to get rid of here. You know what? I will do that in between episodes, I think. I got a lot of scrolls that I have very little use for. Let's see.
Yeah?
He's using a chainsaw. It's gonna unlock lots of 15. I'm of comfort. I could technically buy that for him. I could also just buy a full plate. It's a bit cheaper, especially if I buy it for her. So let's buy it. Just so no one can claim we're not making effort into.
Enough! I can carry no more.
Yeah. Shut up, yo. Not making an effort into keeping him equipped. Mask of Persuasion. This is a very nice mask because it gives us bonus to charisma, concentration, and diplomacy, things that we use quite a bit on this character. So let's buy that. Anything else we want? Don't think so. I'm fairly sure he hasn't got any weapons. What about the trinkets? Nope. What about this guy? Alchemical silver ingots. We'll buy those. Come on. The cold iron is on. Come on, please. Full plate mill. I want that. Don't want the iron ingots because the others are. Yeah. Done with him. Mask of Persuasion, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like a little spiffy hat thing, or facial mask thing. Come on, give it time. Indeed. Don't really benefit from the charisma bonus because we got charisma bonus from other items and only the single highest ability matters. If you have +2 and +2 and +3 items with charisma. Yeah, well, apparently overloaded. Because of what? Because of that? Anyway, if you have items that gives you +2, +2, +3, then you only have +3. It doesn't add them all together, unfortunately. But you can have one from different sources, so you can have. What is that crap? Hello. So you can. What the heck? Just. Okay, now I'm confused. That doesn't take much, I suppose. Well, so you can have one stat bonus from an item, one stat bonus from a potion, one stat bonus from whatever. So that's the way it works out. What is that plate mail? No. Oh, I gave him the wrong one, didn't I?
Yeah?
I gave him the mold. Indeed. You have that. Ah, gives you 19 armor class instead of. So, that was explaining why she was overworked. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come on, come on, come on. If you make Mithril the full plates, they count as medium armor, and of course the favorite soul can only equip medium armor as the highest. And it's also lightweight, relatively lightweight even. So, yeah. We'll go and speak to the weaponsmith thing. Hope he's got a mold. For bastard sword. This is going to be a relatively easy going episode, by the way. I'm just going to do this and I'll have to call it an episode. Some episodes are just bound to be like that. How's business? Sure, you have a sale. So obviously he hasn't got any armor, but he should have weapons. A bastard sword +1. We have a +1 already. I should get her bow, shouldn't I? Elden Court bow. No. It's too expensive for her. Was that one great axe or war axe? I should probably.
Yeah?
We'll get him one. I
Come with me.
have to buy for her because she gets a massive discount. Come on. Dwarf win. Battle war axe. 400 gold cheaper than buying it for her. A bow of short. Bow of short. A lawgiver. Bonus versus chaotic +3. Which is nice, I suppose, but 12,000 gold, nice. I'm not convinced here. Come on, bow short. Short sword. Almost there. Short bow.
Enough! I can carry no more.
Shut up, you. Sling. Nope. Trinkets. Nope. Miscellaneous. Alchemical silver. Come on. Why does he have these? Makes perfect sense, I suppose. Never mind, doesn't matter. Oh, dark steel ingot. I don't want to pay for the diamond dust. Oh, it's cheap. Don't tell me you haven't got a bastard sword mold. Surely you must have. That's what I'm relying on. No? Right there, because I'm a blind individual. What can I say? Have we got anything else? Iron? No. The scabbard of keen edges allows you to cast the spell Keen Edge, which basically doubles the crit range of a weapon. But it's too expensive for what it's doing. So, we actually good here. So, the whole point of acquiring that was no, I didn't want to examine, I want to open. Was to get these thrown in. I'm probably overkilling on buying these, but I would rather have them and not need them than need them and not have them, kind of thing. You can get that, and you can get the short bow. So you can get the arrows afterwards. Examine. Okay, 2 metal ingots. Good. Nice to know. Making something like that as adamantine would be quite useful, but it's prohibitively expensive. So, got a handful of arrows you can have go. Or if you rather have at range, you can still sneak attack at range. So, can you actually use rapier? Like, you know what, you have this crap as well to take up inventory space. Very good. Yeah. So, there will be these episodes where chat and vendor stuff and all that kind of necessary evils are taking place. I will end this part here, and in between this part and the next part, I will get rid of any excess scrolls because I pick them up and I forget to use them, and yeah. So, when we come back, I'm going to make sure that everyone's equipped with what they need to have equipped. And then we will go out and do some of the side stuff which is available to do in Neverwinter. On that note, thanks for watching, take care, see you next time, bye bye.